In today's video, let us try to solve LeetCode problem number 217, which is called as contains duplicate problem. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. And if you have previously watched my content, then welcome back. I am Radhika, and this is my YouTube channel Datazard. And now without further ado, let's dive into the problem. So the problem states that given an integer array nums, return true if any value appears at least twice in the array, which means we have found a duplicate. If there is a duplicate, then return true. Otherwise returns false if every element is distinct. So in plain language, if this is what we are given, we can know that there are duplicates present in this nums array, and then we just need to return true. However, if we were just given 1, 2, and 3, we would say there are no duplicates present and we will just return false. Now the first approach could be that we use brute force. We check 1 with 2, then we check 1 with 3, and then we check 1 with 1, and if we have found a duplicate, then we stop. Then again we check 2 with 3, then 2 with 1, and then we continue this process till we have iterated over all the elements and check them with all the other elements in the array. But this is not the very optimal solution. For an optimal solution, all you need to think about is one data structure that can help you understand whether there are duplicates present or not. Take a pause and think about what would be data structure that can help you understand whether a duplicate is present or not. If your answer is set in Python or in other programming languages, it is called as a hash set, then you have arrived at the correct solution. All we need to do is we need to use a set and then understand whether there are duplicates present in that array or not. Let's try to understand. So I'm doing this problem in Python. So let's understand this using a set. So now I have taken this nums array, and now we need to decide whether we need to return true for this or false for this, depending on whether there are duplicates present or not. In this case, I'm defining a variable s and it is a set. So a set in Python is something that stores non-duplicate values only. If we try to add a duplicate value in set, then it would reject it. So for example, if we have 1, 10, 20, and then we again try to add 1 here, then the set would not allow it. This will get rejected, and that's what the concept that we are going to use here. So now I have defined this set S, and now I'm going to iterate over my list. So first position is here. We have 1 over here. Do we have 1 in the set? No, we don't. So we are going to add 1 here. Then we move to the second position in the array. Then again we check whether we have 2 in this set. No, we don't. So we add 2 here. Then again we move the pointer to the third location, and then again we check whether we have 3 here. No, we don't. So we add 3. Then again we move the pointer to the fourth location, and we have 4 here, and we check whether we have 4 in this set or not. No, we don't. So we add 4 here. Then we again move our pointer to the next location, and then again we check whether we have 7 in this set. No, we don't. So we add 7. Then again we move our pointer over here, and we check whether we have got 1 in this set. Yes, we have. And as soon as we have identified that this element exists in S, we're just going to return true. If suppose this element was, let's say 10, in that case we would have added this element because there was no 10 in this set, and then the next element would have been nothing because we have traversed full of the list, and that would have been our stopping condition, and in this case we would have returned false. So if we are able to add all the elements in this set, or if we are able to find all these elements in this set, then we just return false. If an element already exists in this set and we are trying to add that element, then we say return true, which means we don't have to do anything, and we can just return that there are duplicates present. Now let us try to understand this using code. Now I'm going to define a set S in Python, and now I'm going to iterate through my list or array. So for I in nums, if my I if I in S, if we are able to find that element in the set. So this is how we check whether an element exists in a set or not. If it is there, then all we need to do is return true, because we can just stop right there as soon as we have found the first duplicate. Otherwise, we keep on continuing it. But to continue, we first need to add that element to I so that we know the element exists in that set. So we are adding the element I in set S. And if we are able to add all the elements and we are not encountering this condition, and we are not encountering a condition where that I element is in S, then all we need to do is return false. So what we are doing, we are first creating a set, then we are checking over all the elements. If the element that we are checking in nums array is found in S, then we return true. Otherwise, we keep on adding those elements in S and finally return false. I'm just going to try to submit this solution. And we can see that this solution gets accepted. So the simple algorithm would be iterate over all the elements in array, check if the current element exists in the set. If it does, then we just have to return true because we have found a duplicate. If it doesn't, then we have to check whether elements exist in the array. Are there any more elements? If there are, then again we continue the same process. But if we have reached end of the array, then we would just return false. I hope I was able to explain you how to solve this LeetCode problem. If you have any questions, then please drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one.